Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's lecture, we are going to cover how to insert a node at the beginning of a linked list. We have already covered the functionality in my previous lectures. So if you have not watched it yet, I would recommend please go and then continue watching this video. Thank you. So to insert a node, what should we have? What should be our main agenda to insert a node? First, to have a node, right? So, to insert any node, the first step should be to create a node, right? To create a node, firstly, we will define a function called insert at begin. And should we pass any parameters? Yes. What parameter should be passed? Data. Because if I am calling a function insert at the beginning, so what should be the aim of that function? If I am calling a function insert at beginning, I'll say insert a node X in this linked list. So it should be data, correct? Now I need to create this data. I need to create this node. How will I create this node? I will take a variable and create an object of class node and pass this data as argument. So what am I doing here? I am creating a node n. I am creating a node n where I'm passing this data. Correct. So this is data field and this is the next field, the which will contain the address of the next node. Right. So when I'm creating a data, I'm passing this as the argument. Correct. This is self.data. So for example, I have passed the data x. So I have created a node where the data is x and by default, what is the address of it? It is none, right? It is none. So this is what I have created a node here. Now what will n contain? N will contain the address of this node, right? So for example, the address of this node is 100. Okay, address of this node is 100. So now n contains the address of this node, which is 100. Okay, node creation of the node is done. Now we need to insert it at the beginning of our linked list. Now let's just assume we have an existing linked list which looks like this. A contains the reference of the next node. Let's just take it is 102. B contains some other nodes. Now, for now, this is our linked list, existing linked list. Entry point is A. Okay, entry point is A. So this is, for example, take 101. This is since it is the entry point, our self.head contains 101 because node A is our entry point in this linked list. Okay, so this is the linked list, existing linked list, and this is the node which we want to insert in this existing linked list. Now, what should be? So this is how our linked list looks right now, but this is how we want to make it look. Okay, we want X to point to A. So we see what is this node, what is this X data pointing to? This is pointing to none, correct? So instead of none, what it should store? It should store the reference of A, right? Because I want X to point to A. So instead of none, it should store A, correct? So I'll say n dot next is equals to self dot head. Now what is n dot next? This is n, right? Let's just make n here. This is n, correct? n is equals to 100. This is data field, this is next field, this is x, and this is none. This is the n, right? So this is what n dot next. So when I write n dot next, this is what I am pointing to. I am saying n dot next is equals to self dot head. Why self dot head? Because I want x to point to A. And where is the address of A stored? It is stored in self dot head. 101 is stored in self dot head. So that is why I am saying n dot next is equals to self dot head. So now two tasks are complete. Creation of node completed. Our new node is pointing to the self dot head. Okay, x is pointing to A now. This is all done. But what should be the entry point now? It is A currently, but what it should be? Our entry point now should change from A to X. Yes or no? It should change from A to X. Correct. Our entry point should not be any longer pointing to A. It should be pointing to X because that is our first node now. Correct. So what should I write? Self dot head is equals to n. And our program is done. What is the meaning of our last line? Self dot head is equals to n. What do we mean by this line? What is n? N is the address of the node X, right? N contains 100, right? So when we are saying self dot head is equals to n, I am saying it should no longer point to 101, but it should point to 100. So now our entry point is X. So whenever I call self dot head, it will point to X now. So whenever I call self dot head, it should point to X first and then X will be called. Now X is pointing to A is pointing to B, and our linked list will go on the way it was, right? So insert at the beginning is done. So this was it for this video. In the next video, we will learn how to insert at end. And after that, we will also run this program and see how this linked list looks like and how it works. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.